Just got to the hotel, accidentally went to the museum entrance instead of the hotel lobby, so it's apparently upstairs. See a pretty cool Honda NSX. Just got into the Fuji Speedway hotel. Been to a King Deluxe track view. We got a pretty nice bath there. Toilet, gigantic closet. King size bed. Nice bar, got a DeLorean book, or that's some automotive book. And track view, a nice balcony. So the R's meeting's already done, but we got some GTRs going by, the Honda NSX, and looks like a super rare Lamborghini. Looks like a Countach. Nice, I haven't seen that until today, just right now. But yeah, pretty awesome hotel. I'm gonna check out the museum in the morning. Opens up at 10 a.m. We have a 4:30, I think, closing on Sundays for the museum, but there's a discount apparently for a hotel guest. So anyway, I'm gonna check it out. The museum opens up at 10 o'clock this morning, and it looks like you have to buy tickets as soon as they open. But at least the hotel guests get a discount, whatever it is, without that 1,300 yen price. But anyway, pretty nice view of the track early morning. So we're just gonna wait until 10 o'clock and then check out the museum. Got my ticket, and I just saw the two cars I came here to see. Just got in here. I'm pretty sure I'm the only person in right now. It's 10 o'clock. Gonna go right up to the GT1 and 787. Save the best for first, and then I'll come back to see the others. There's a Bugatti. Man, this is an awesome display. So from what I know, this is not the actual race car. That car's in Hiroshima, chassis number 2. Total of 5 built, the first 3 raced. Chassis number 4 never raced. It was donated by Mazda to the Le Mans Museum. Temporarily on display there and throughout Europe. I think this is chassis number 5. Like chassis number 4, it has the Volk rims in mint condition. The actual race car, they're all kind of worn out in white, and it has a lot of race wear on it. Chassis number 4 has a non-functioning motor. I'm pretty sure same setup here, probably missing the 4 rotors, but otherwise it is an actual engine and chassis. And the actual race car has got the Goodwood Festival of Speed stickers right there on the B pillar area. Toyota GT1, 1999. It's wearing the livery from the car that finished second overall behind the BMW V12 LMR. I don't think this is that exact chassis. This is a real car from what I know, because I've seen photos of it here with the rear clamshell off with an actual engine inside. But I think the number 3 car is in Cologne, Germany. It's a little bit different from what I know based on the windshield, but let me see if I can zoom in on the Goodwood. So yeah, it's a real car. It looks like it ran at Goodwood. I don't know if it's the exact chassis because I saw that at Cologne, Germany, but if it is the exact one, second overall 1999, it's pretty cool to have that on display here. See if you get a picture of these two together. Okay, so what I do remember is from Retromobile, when I saw the only privately owned GT1, there was a chassis on the door hinge. And I see one here. Let's see if I can. Looks like it says LM808. So I'll have to check out if that's the same one. But if I remember right, the privately owned one, the chassis number on the hinge didn't match the actual car that raced, so it could just be a part that they just switch around. Pretty cool to see two of these this year. Didn't think I was gonna receive one. Gonna get a quick video of the engine on display here. Here's a slightly better view of the chassis number on that door hinge. So I have to look that up, see if that is the same one, LM808. After seeing two of my favorites there, gonna check out the F1 car. I think this was an actual race used one. Looks like it's from 2009. That's when I gave up watching F1 because the cars just didn't look as good. Thankfully, they still sounded good with a naturally aspirated V8, but modern cars don't sound good or look good anymore, unfortunately, but at least that one sounded good. So I found the chassis plaque inside. It's the 2009 chassis 04. No idea on its race history, but I'm sure it's out there somewhere, somebody can figure that out. Nice Supra. Now we're getting to some of my favorite stuff here, the R32 HKS. And a super rare 2000 GT. I think there's only one convertible of these. They cut off the top. I think it was for like a James Bond movie or something. Not too familiar on that. Got the Standard Oil advertising on the side. Got the Honda NSX. Development helped by Ayrton Senna. Then we have a Supra BMW made in Austria, I suppose. But here's the Goodwood sticker. In case you ever see the real 787B that won 1991. I think right now it has number 223 on it for the 2023 Goodwood Festival of Speed. This car's pretty nice too. It's got some pretty nice endless brakes. I always thought that was kind of a funny name for a braking system because it means never ends, never stops. It's pretty nice. Got 2JZ instead of the BMW motor. So these are some of the cars I walked by to get to the 787B and GT1. We have a Zagato, Alfa Romeo. So the Simeone Museum in Philadelphia has got a good number of Alfa Romeo 8Cs, and they're probably some of the best looking cars out there. They got a bunch of rally rally cars, Toyotas, Subaru, Mitsubishi. Mitsubishi VR4, Galant. Pretty cool rally car livery. So we've got a Lancer, Evo 3. Let me zoom out. Go here. And we got Bentley Boys. I don't know what one this is. 4.5 liter. Okay, replica. Cool nonetheless. I think the Blue Train Bentley's probably my favorite. There's a couple replicas of them. I think there's like only one or something remaining. I think they made 2, and there's only one remaining Blue Train. This one, the 555 livery. Super iconic. Colin McRae, rest in peace. Almost walked right by this rotary. Renesis, it's RX-8. But since I'm a Nissan guy, I have to go with the Datsun 240Z. It's probably my favorite of the cars outside of the Le Mans cars in the back. Surprised I can fit that tire in the back. Can I get a better view of that tire back there? Jeez, it's gigantic. Looks like they have a Mille Miglia car out here. Dude, this thing is old school, 1908. Jeez. Oh, nice. So it looks like they jacked it up the correct way to display the cars long term. So they do it right there on the frame instead of letting them sit on the tires, even though they have a little stop area so it doesn't roll away. That's the correct way to display these cars long term. So you have a chassis that can do that. I believe the Alfa Romeo's got the same setup. And an IMSA GTP Toyota. Pretty cool way to display with the rear clamshell up like that. Looks like we got the car of tomorrow NASCAR, now car of yesterday, I suppose. 2008. Toyota's first victory car, replica. Yeah, I'd say the Daytona 500 is probably the best put together major race event as far as fan entertainment with the fan zone that's free outside for even the public, the U.S. Air Force Thunderbirds, the racetrack. You can see the entire track from your seat, unlike here at Fuji Speedway with the elevation change. But I'd say the Daytona 500 is probably better put together than the rest of them I've been to, including Le Mans and the Indy 500. So speaking of American open wheel racing, probably the coolest livery there is, I think, the all black champ car. It's cart, my mistake. I think they split up, and I keep forgetting which one is which, Champ Car versus Cart and Indy Car. I think Cart was before Champ Car, Indy Car split or something like that. Let's see if I can get some pictures of that.
11 cars elected to enter this race.
But yeah, this is probably my favorite livery of the U.S. open wheel race. So, you know, the Penske Marlboros are pretty cool, but it's just kind of a basic red and white with Marlboro. But the Javelin is actually a really cool color scheme. That's a pretty cool drawing here, and actually, Top Fuel Dragster. I'd say that's honestly probably the best in-person event to watch as far as motorsports, because TV can't replicate that experience. Everything else, Le Mans, Indy 500, Daytona 500, the TV experience is almost identical to the in-person, but Top Fuel Funny Car, you can't really compete because they basically create earthquakes, like literally, when they go by you. It's not so much the speed and sound, it's the actual feel that you get when you watch them live. But man, I can't stop looking at this engine bay. This thing is unbelievable. I mean, it's like too clean. I mean, I know this thing's been used, I've seen it, but like they must have like taken it completely apart. It looks completely brand new. Okay, check out the first floor that I skipped over to go to the second. There's some older cars here I'm not too familiar with. Nissan R382. I like how they say Japan Can-Am Race Championship. I mean, Can-Am is Canadian American, so I'm not really quite sure. This is like an American race that it competed in, or it's in Japan. Pretty cool Honda F1 car replica from the 1965 season, a replica of the first F1 winning car. I'm sure the original is probably on display in Motegi at Honda's collection hall with the MP44 race car. Hopefully they have that at Aoyama showroom tomorrow when I'm over there. I don't know what this is. Looks pretty cool. Toyo Pet Racer, 1951. Wow, it's really Art Deco, so that makes sense. So this might be the actual coolest car here, because it doesn't say replica, and if this is a real Bugatti Type 30 V, then it's definitely going to be the coolest car here. Dr. Simeone had one, or I guess his museum still has it. It's pretty cool when you see the engine open, and the tachometer is like a little belt-driven thing on the back. You can see the belt just connected to the top of the engine. It's pretty cool. And they got the wires surrounding each of the screws so it doesn't come undone. That's pretty cool. See right there. Yeah, this is a real Type 35V. This is, I think, the coolest car here then. And then right in front of it, yeah, based on the interior, this thing looks also real and original, not a replica. And yeah, this one's being displayed on the chassis, not sitting on its tires, which is really good. about absolutely zero safety back then. Jeez. You're sitting on top of it. Looks like we have some Porsche history here. Electric racer. I guess that's the electric motor in the front, because I don't see any kind of replica chain on the back. Again, zero safety, just sit on top of it. Oh, look at that. Is that a piston? Wow. That thing is massive. That's like a Folgers coffee can, gigantic thing. If they even make those anymore, like a Costco or something. 1902. Dude, look at that radiator. How many layers is that? 4? So it looks like it's 4-piston engine, so inline 4, and it's like a gigantic inline 4. And I guess that's steering. It's not a wheel or a steering something. I don't know what you call it. Not a trident, but those electricals. It's like cloth wrapped wires. That's pretty cool. This is right-hand drive. Wonder where this originated from. Thomas Flyer Model L, New York to Paris. So an American right-hand drive car. Dude, these lights are awesome. I mean, look at that. It's like a lantern. Another right-hand drive car. Never heard of that. So 2-story museum wraps around to the other end. That's where the 787B and GT1 are. And then the last car, which I'll see from the other side when I leave the museum, Toyota 7 5-liter replica. With turbos. It's kind of like a 935 setup. You can actually see them in the back with the bumper. And then right next to them, they got these oil-covered bolts and nuts. It's pretty cool. Didn't really notice that. And I think there's like a bunch of artwork on the walls that I just kind of completely ignored, so not really gonna have time to go back up. I have to go back to Tokyo, but definitely worth checking this place out, even without whatever discount it works out to be. Especially that Bugatti Type 35. And here's that Toyota 5-liter from the front. It's a gigantic engine. So heading it back to the 3rd floor, which is the hotel lobby, but also the gift shop for the museum. So I'm gonna see if they have anything interesting over there. But you can kind of see some of the artwork from here just on the escalator. Some autograph stuff, Porsche 956, 962. And a couple of posters over there. And then 2 of the coolest cars here. That's a pretty cool silk cut Jaguar 118 scale model. Looks like they have miniatures of the cars they have here. It's pretty cool. BMW Batmobile. So you got some artwork between the lobby and the gift shop. Looks like a Fuji circuit layout, just all stacked up. Just checked out from my hotel, heading back to Tokyo. Definitely worth the trip out here. So if you can make it, definitely check it out.